The real reason behind MAINOO's England omission. According to investigative reports from The Athletic, Kobbie Mainoo was initially slated to start alongside Elliot Anderson in midfield during training sessions ahead of the Ghana fixture, following a sudden dip in Declan Rice's physical condition and health. While camp insiders believed the Manchester United prodigy was on the verge of a breakthrough, manager Thomas Tuchel was reportedly left deeply unsatisfied with the teenager's overall integration. Reports indicate that Mainoo routinely cut an isolated figure, frequently being the first player to exit the stadium alone with headphones on, showing clear signs of detachment from the rest of the squad. This perceived lack of tactical synergy ultimately led the German strategist to overlook him for the entirety of the knockout stages. England squad baffled by Tuchel's substitutions. Reports emerging from the England dressing room indicate that several senior players were left entirely bewildered by Thomas Tuchel's tactical adjustments during their 1-2 loss to Argentina. Team insiders revealed that while holding a 1-0 advantage, Tuchel introduced Ezri Konsa, Dan Burn, and Ollie Watkins in a desperate bid to fortify a defensive low block. However, many players firmly believed that Argentina was leaving massive defensive spaces open on the counterattack, which could have been ruthlessly exploited by introducing pure direct pace. The squad was further alienated by the fact that Tuchel waited until 4 minutes after Lautaro Martinez scored Argentina's 2-1 winner to finally introduce Marcus Rashford and Ivan Toney, leaving many to feel that the manager's rigid pragmatism cost them a place in the final. ALLISTER's pre-tournament skepticism goes viral. In the wake of England's semi-final exit, football fans have recirculated a notable interview from May featuring Alexis McAllister. When asked about England's prospects of winning the World Cup, the Liverpool midfielder simply responded by questioning whether pundits genuinely believed England had a realistic chance, signaling his skepticism. While the comments initially drew heavy backlash from English fans, many have now walked back their criticism, praising the 2022 World Cup winners' tactical foresight and accurate assessment of England's historical vulnerabilities under intense tournament pressure. England surrendered after Enzo's goal. Lionel Messi revealed that the Argentine squad immediately sensed England's complete tactical collapse following Enzo Fernandez's brilliant 1-1 equalizer in the semi-final. "We felt right then that England no longer wanted to play football, and we knew victory was within our grasp," the legendary captain stated in his post-match press conference. Messi added that the equalizer, combined with the partisan South American crowd, provided the definitive psychological lift needed to secure the win within the 90 minutes. The 39-year-old maestro delivered an absolute masterclass, registering 2 world-class assists, 9 successful dribbles, 4 key chances created, and 7 touches inside the opposition box. Messi currently leads the 2026 World Cup Golden Boot race with an astonishing 8 goals and 4 assists, leading France's Kylian Mbappe via tiebreaker metrics. Tuchel refuses to apologize for tactical decisions. In the wake of England's devastating exit, Thomas Tuchel remained completely unapologetic regarding his conservative tactical approach. The German manager accepted full responsibility for his second-half substitutions and overall game management, arguing that dropping into a compact shape to preserve the lead was a logical tactical decision. While the outcome did not favor his team, Tuchel maintained that his players executed the game plan with maximum effort and elite professionalism, adding that England played high-quality football and was only undone by the finest of margins. Thomas Muller condemns England's defensive retreat. England's World Cup ambitions came to a bitter end after surrendering a first-half lead to suffer a 1-2 defeat against Argentina. Despite opening the scoring early through a clinical Anthony Gordon strike, the Three Lions retreated into an excessively defensive low block in the second half, completely relinquishing tactical control. Thomas Tuchel's decision to execute defensive substitutions was met with fierce criticism from German icon Thomas Müller. The legendary Bayern Munich forward confessed he was entirely baffled by his former manager's tactical surrender, claiming that England's decision to invite relentless pressure was equivalent to tactical suicide, ultimately gifting the victory to the South American champions. Bellingham frustrated with Pickford's goalkeeping. Reports have emerged detailing Jude Bellingham's visible frustration during the semi-final as Enzo Fernandez's long-range effort beat Jordan Pickford. Upon viewing the replay on the stadium's giant screens, the Real Madrid star reportedly voiced his anger, suggesting the shot went down the center of the goal and that Pickford should have comfortably dealt with it. The emotional outburst highlighted Bellingham's immense frustration as England threw away their early lead. Despite the disappointment, the 23-year-old midfielder has enjoyed a spectacular individual tournament with 6 goals and must now rally his teammates for the third-place playoff against France. Tuchel commits to England until Euro 2028. Despite facing immense public backlash following England's heartbreaking semi-final exit, manager Thomas Tuchel has firmly stated his intention to remain in charge of the national team through Euro 2028. The defensive substitutions executed in the 82nd minute have drawn heavy criticism for destabilizing England's structure, but the German tactician stood firm in defense of his tactical philosophy. Tuchel dismissed ongoing narratives surrounding the historical psychological barriers of English football, reiterating his absolute commitment to honor his current contract with the Football Association. FA backs Tuchel through Euro 2028 campaign. The Football Association has definitively chosen to maintain absolute faith in manager Thomas Tuchel despite England's bitter 1-2 semi-final exit against Argentina. Renowned transfer expert Fabrizio Romano confirmed that the FA hierarchy has zero intention of executing a managerial change, guaranteeing that Tuchel will lead the Three Lions into the Euro 2028 qualification cycle. Although the German manager has faced intense domestic media scrutiny for deploying an overly defensive low block after taking the lead against the South Americans, the FA board views the country's consecutive run to the World Cup semi-finals as an overwhelming success, prioritizing structural stability over initiating a disruptive new managerial cycle. Tuchel's immediate focus now shifts to preparing his squad for a demanding third-place playoff against France. Gordon reflects on Tuchel's criticized sub-off. Newcastle United winger Anthony Gordon could not hide his profound disappointment following England's 1-2 collapse against Argentina in the World Cup semi-finals. Gordon had initially broken the deadlock with a brilliant 55th-minute strike, but Thomas Tuchel's subsequent decision to substitute the winger triggered a tactical shift that ultimately cost the Three Lions their advantage. Taking to social media, the 25-year-old expressed the deep emotional toll of seeing his championship aspirations erased. Despite the bitter exit, Gordon closed his tournament account with a proud personal tally of 1 goal and 3 assists, with a final third-place playoff against France remaining before he reports back for domestic duty. England surrendered the match voluntarily. Legendary Real Madrid and Spain goalkeeper Iker Casillas offered a damning assessment of England's performance against Argentina. Casillas criticized the Three Lions for adopting an excessively negative, low-risk approach immediately after taking the lead. He took particular issue with Tuchel's transition to a 5-man backline, arguing that retreating so deeply into their own penalty area essentially gifted Argentina total possession and invited the inevitable pressure. The World Cup winner concluded that England's passive tactics ultimately cost them a place in the final, labeling the performance as a self-inflicted defeat. William Saliba faces extended injury layoff. Arsenal has been dealt a catastrophic blow ahead of the new Premier League season following news that French defender William Saliba sustained a severe back injury during the semi-final clash against Spain. The central defender collapsed under no contact while carrying the ball forward and was visibly distressed as he was helped off the pitch. Early medical assessments indicate that Saliba will likely require corrective surgery, sidelining him until at least December. Saliba had previously disclosed that he had been playing through significant physical discomfort for several months, highlighting his immense commitment to both club and country. Harry Kane dismisses England exit speculation. While the agonizing 1-2 defeat to Argentina shattered England's hopes of World Cup glory, Captain Harry Kane acted swiftly to dismiss any speculation regarding his international retirement. The prolific striker, who is set to turn 33, emphasized that representing his country remains the absolute pinnacle of his professional career, drawing inspiration from Lionel Messi's longevity and refusal to place limits on his career. Kane declared that he intends to evaluate his international future on a year-by-year basis as he continues to chase his dream of lifting a major international trophy. Devastated Dan Burn reflects on English collapse. England defender Dan Burn could not mask his immense disappointment after the Three Lions squandered a crucial lead to exit the tournament. Burn admitted that the squad was devastated by the manner of the defeat, noting that they had prepared meticulously but failed to maintain their composure after going ahead. The Newcastle United defender acknowledged that while the instinct to defend a lead is natural, their failure to retain possession allowed Argentina to dictate the tempo and create high-value chances. Burns stated that the squad must now quickly regroup to target a victory in the third-place playoff against France. Yehi criticizes Tuchel's tactical caution. England's agonizing 1-2 semi-final defeat to Argentina has triggered immediate internal friction within the Three Lions camp. Central defender Marc Guéhi has openly expressed his frustration, delivering a thinly veiled critique of manager Thomas Tuchel's pragmatic tactics. Guéhi argued that England should have maintained high-pressing intensity to kill off the game rather than dropping into a deep defensive low block after taking an early lead. Captain Harry Kane echoed these sentiments, admitting the squad became far too passive under pressure. Despite the tactical backlash, the Football Association, FA, has reportedly maintained absolute faith in the German tactician, confirming he will remain at the helm to lead England's campaign for Euro 2028. Bellingham dismisses Messi altercation rumors. Jude Bellingham has broken his silence to address media speculation regarding a supposed heated confrontation with Lionel Messi during the England-Argentina semi-final. The Real Madrid midfielder firmly denied any personal animosity, stating that the media had heavily sensationalized a standard on-pitch exchange. Bellingham emphasized that physical and emotional intensity is completely normal in high-stakes matches and carries no personal weight once the final whistle blows. He went on to express his profound admiration for the Argentine captain, calling the opportunity to compete against the 39-year-old legend a memorable highlight of his career and wishing him success in the final. N'Golo Kanté slams French effort. N'Golo Kanté delivered a brutally honest assessment of France's performance following their 0-2 semi-final defeat to Spain. Despite being left on the bench by Didier Deschamps, the 35-year-old veteran midfielder pulled no punches. "I am incredibly angry, not because we lost, but because of how we lost," the 2018 World Cup winner stated. Kanté contrasted the current squad with the legendary 2018 team, adding, "Winning in 2018 required immense sacrifice, discipline, and fighting for every single ball. What I saw tonight did not resemble that team. I saw a lack of leadership, a lack of tactical solutions, and a complete lack of hunger." He concluded that Spain was superior in every department and fully deserved their place in the final. Rice avoids red card over intense Messi standoff. Argentine media outlets have revealed that Declan Rice narrowly escaped a straight red card during England's dramatic 2-1 semi-final defeat to Argentina. In the first half, the Arsenal midfielder became embroiled in a heated verbal altercation with Lionel Messi, noticeably covering his mouth while speaking directly to the Argentine captain. While the match referee and the VAR team did not intervene, the incident sparked intense debate due to updated FIFA directives. Under the current guidelines, players can be sent off if covering their mouth is deemed to conceal abusive language or visual dissent directed at opponents or officials, an infraction that previously saw both Miguel Almirón and Hiro Hincapié dismissed earlier in the tournament. However, FIFA Referees Committee Chairman Pierluigi Collina clarified that retrospective action is only taken if the gesture is accompanied by clear aggressive behavior or an official complaint from the opponent. Since Messi did not press the issue, Rice faces no further disciplinary action and remains eligible for the third-place playoff against France. Gary Lineker labels Tuchel a German spy. Gary Lineker has sparked debate with a sarcastic post-match critique following England's 1-2 defeat to Argentina. The legendary striker joked that Thomas Tuchel performed like a German spy, mocking the tactical decisions that saw the Three Lions surrender their grip on a final spot. Lineker argued that England's decision to drop deep after Anthony Gordon's opening goal was a fatal mistake that allowed Argentina to dictate play. He was particularly critical of the defensive setup that allowed Lionel Messi excessive space on the right wing, enabling the Argentine captain to register 2 world-class assists for Enzo Fernandez and Lautaro Martinez to complete the comeback. Kane marvels at Messi's elite level at 39. England captain Harry Kane admitted that Lionel Messi's extraordinary performances throughout the 2026 World Cup have inspired him to prolong his international playing career. Seeing Messi still dominating at the absolute highest level makes me realize I shouldn't place any artificial limits on my own career length, the Bayern Munich striker reflected following the semi-final defeat. Watching a 39-year-old Messi serve as the undisputed spearhead for Argentina with 2 decisive assists convinced Kane that age is no barrier if physical conditioning and competitive hunger are sustained. While Kane will be 36 by the time the 2030 World Cup arrives, he reiterated that representing England remains the greatest honor and joy of his life. Martinez consoles estranged MAINOO after semi-final. Lisandro Martinez has drawn widespread praise for a classy display of sportsmanship directed toward Manchester United teammate Kobbie Mainoo following Argentina's 2-1 semi-final triumph over England. While the rest of the Argentine squad erupted into wild celebrations, the central defender immediately sought out Mainoo, who had just endured another grueling 90 minutes confined to the substitutes bench. The defensive stalwart shared an extended embrace and a lengthy conversation with the visibly disheartened midfielder. Mainoo remains the only one of the 7 midfielders called up by Thomas Tuchel who failed to register a single minute of game time during the tournament, prompting fans to praise Martinez for recognizing his club teammates' profound frustration. And that wraps up your football breaking news for the past 24 hours. All the most exciting updates from the football world will be continuously updated on Offside News. Make sure hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.